I am so sorry for the lateness. I am sorry for indulging myself in, quite honestly, a lot of fun. More fun than I've had with Modular. No, I'm joking. But this is, yeah. Welcome to the world of synths, and I think a genuine synth secret to some that know and to others that may have learned, but also to those that don't, the Wavestation SR. Anyway, I'm going to grab my beverage, have a little sup, and apologies for the late running of this show. So much stuff to organise, but I'll come back to that in a minute. Anyway, who is in the chat? Let's scroll back in time to the beginning. Sometime, 4 hours, I believe Steve was before. So Steve and Sam are in the chat. They are moderating and trying to keep me in line. So if you have any questions, please... please signal those if I have not seen it. I've got my I've got my iPad right in front of me, so it's going to be interesting to see if I do miss it. But anyway, so please and put a Q in front of it, so that, or a double Q, so that they know that it's something to be seen. So Sam and Steve, signified by the spanners. They are Jervite spanners, and spanners they are, one and all. Hey, Davey, how you doing? Uncle Chrome, welcome from Maryland. And yeah, Tom, Tracker Jack, how you doing? River X. Sounds great. How you doing? Anna, hello. And Tom Curtin, welcome, sir. Who else? Sandy, welcome. Listening to Cressy's latest while waiting. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you for your patience. Anyway, did I see a Jason Mag somewhere? Do you know what? I've got top messages on. What is it with that? I don't want ever want top messages. Why have they got that function? Is there a way that I can actually just have it down as, oh, is that Robert Schultz? Hello. Wagoo. Hello, that's VP. Yes, I did. There we go. Pseudo reboot. See, I missed loads of you because it was just like telling me the top messages. You're all top messages, aren't you? That's the thing. It's a live stream. Every message is, is important. Thank you, RiverX. Cool stuff on your channel. Convinced. Subscribe. Thank you. I hope you've delved back into the 1980s. No, I haven't done any content from the 1980s, but that would be an interesting thing. I've got some video from then, but let's not talk about that tonight. Gary Walker. Welcome to the channel. And yeah, Half Biscuits, and back to Anna, and Pseudo Biscuit, Gary. And every message is sacred. Every message is good. Now, I remember that film, and it's about this time of the year. It's Christmas in heaven. All the angels sing. I hope you know what I'm talking about. It's Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Anyway, it's not quite Carry On, but Monty Python is definitely worthy of this, our note. So we've got a question already from Uncle Crone, and it's more a statement. Did I know that Sean Luke's Edison supports Wavestation SR? I did not. I don't really know what Sean Luke's Edison is, but it's good. I will research that after the show. That's a week of mad fun. It is. So Simon, Peter, hello. Tom Curtin plus all Eurorec. You can mount in 84HT 19. You can. So Anna asked a question earlier on as well. She asked, did I always have a hole in my table? Now the simple answer to that question is no. In fact, whilst I spent some time in the summer holidays, in the summer, there's no holiday, right? You're always working, hello, where am I? Where am I gone? Hello, I'm here. Making better use of this space so that every week I wouldn't have to try and find the exact angle that I am sat in front of the camera. So I've actually cut this against the wall so it's at the perfect angle. And I made 2 tabletops. One of them is my usual one, which is quite big and bulky. Jackson. This is what we have to work with. Did you just hit the drum, the DM5? Oh, it's going to be... Oh, what are you... Oh. How did you manage to get sounds out of that? Oh, you switched it to the... I don't know what is that... Jackson, will you... Honestly, my tea is nothing sacred to you, child. Oh, honestly. Actually, we're going to talk about. Well, we'll have the Jackson 5 now. Get it out of the way, then I'll kick him out of here because I wanted to sort of focus a little bit on the synthesizer tonight. Imagine that, not just chat. I came home from work and I went to into our pit, which is where the kids do their crafting and all the rest of it. It's their room. It's called the pit. And I looked out the garden. I could see 2 white and black cats. And I could one of them big and furry, this guy. The other one smooth, but just as big. And they're in a situation of face off. And it's like ooh, ultimate fight. So they're like facing each other off. So I grabbed the nearest thing to hand, and this is so cool. I throw it. Just to scare the cat off, not in any way to hit it or anything like that, but because the act of me throwing something through the air caught the other cat's attention, the stare down. Oh, well done, Jackson! You're creating your own. Okay, I'll carry on with the story because sorry. So they're staring each other off. The very act of me throwing that. I don't even know what it was. I think it was a washing peg. It was nothing, it caught the cat. It's caught the cat's attention, and he suddenly looked away, broke his stare with Jackson. I have never seen Jackson move. He leapt up like the lynx he is. The inner lynx was strong, and he threw on. But more importantly, out of the shadows came Tom flying on top of the cat. Unfortunately, the other white cat threw Tom down, rolled him over, but then Jackson went back in for the kill. It was like, wow. What have you gone and done now? How are you playing 2 things at once? What are you doing? You're recording? Did you not like my tune? So we had a bit of a cat scrap in the garden that's sort of straight home. Anyway, I'm going to carry on, and I'll tell you what, we'll do it while I kick the cat out. I'm just going to let's get all the pleasantries away. I'm drinking a nice cup of Rosie Lee, a nice cup of tea. I do like a nice cup of tea. So there's a go. What are you drinking? And let's get rid of this fur ball. Yeah? Oh, come on. Just to see what I'm doing. Look at that little face. Oh, he loves that. There it is, Jackson Cam. Oh, buddy. Right, can we just stop this now? You have recorded. I don't know what you've done here, but I think we press play. I'm going to give you a good brush tomorrow. I'm off. I've got a day off. Imagine that. A day off. Right. It's... Sorry. Right, you. I'm going to kick him out. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Seriously? Can we talk synthesizer for a minute? Do you know what's funny? I've got the manuals down there for this. And he sat on them. It's like he's such a rebel, aren't you? You will give me all your attention. You will stop doing what you're doing. Right, I'm going to put on the still. Right, come on. You wanted... Oh, you are gorgeous, though. You big fluff ball. Can I kick you out? Is that what you want? Oh, you don't want to go out now? Can you just make your mind at what you're doing? Because I want to talk synthesizers. I do. Right. Have I missed anything? Edison is a synthesizer. Mate, I can't even... Right. We've got to talk about this. Seriously? Edison is a synthesizer patch editor. Oh, Edison. Yes. Yes, synthesizer patch editor. Yes, pure Java. It runs on my... Do you know what? I know it. It's not going to work. I'm not looking. I'm sulking. I wanted to play synthesizer tonight, and you just have to come and sit on the desk in front of me. Watch the live flame there. Don't think of... it's like Best of the Moog or the kind of early Moog albums. Exploring the space of yes. Now we're going to talk about that. So anyway, let's get back on with it. What I'll do is I'll distract Jackson so he can talk. All right. I think he just wants some. He wants some. Right. Let's just turn volumes off. Things. You monkey. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I didn't get to say hi to everyone. I think it was Jason Maggs was in the chat as well. Is he still there? Right. Anyway, so hey, as you heard, right. So Cressy, yes, I did see you. Oh no, sorry, River X. Welcome to the channel, and this is the cat. This is Jackson, clearly a big part of the channel. And with no, usually I have to pick him up and put him on the desk, but sometimes him and his brother. Well, I say brother, that his compadre. They're brothers. Tom are just right. Stop it, because you set my nose off. Slightly allergic. Anyway, so with... I don't know how to start this now. He's really put me off. You've put me off. Obviously, doing this world of synth, there's a huge amount of synthesis. There's synthesizers, and there are things that sort of stand out as you know, right. Actually, I was answering Anna's question, hasn't there always been a hole in my table? Now, I made two tabletops, one smaller than the other, and I cut a hole in one so that I could do exactly this. I could have a nice top-down view of a rack, and as you can see, it's got a big fat cat on it. Now, it's not. I'm gonna have to make another top because it's not the straightest cut, and it was quite quickly done. So anyway. I need a plunge saw. I don't have a plunge saw. I've got a circuit saw, which is better at cutting everything else. So yeah, so there are lots of synths that out there in the world that kind of do certain things well. I mean, we've got classic synths like the DX7 and the Mini Moog, things that have just changed the world. And I think in that breath, I'm going to put the Korg M1 as well, because those are synths that have been, I guess, aimed at players. We'd always talk about players because some of us are fiddlers. Some of us have a sort of modular approach and create sort of sounds and like the sound exploration aspect of synthesis, which is me. I would definitely put myself in that camp. I am no keyboard player. So you know, you've got analog subtractive, digital additive, and then you've got this thing that happened in the late 70s, early 80s with the PPG wave. And that is obviously a wave table, which took, and I'd read somewhere that this was took a series of waves and played through them to alter the sound as it was going, to give it a bit more of a realistic. Now, I don't know if it was to save on not having a filter, which is what I read today, or certainly one. There is Mid-Jaw talking about the PPG somewhere on YouTube, and it's fascinating because this resonated with me having the Waldorf Microwave XT. The wave table, it plays a sound, and when you play a natural instrument, the timbre of the sound you're playing, whether it's a plucked instrument, a blown, or it's a flute, or it's anything that's got some, you know, a natural resonance to it, whether that's through the air. Well, it's all through the air, isn't it? But the sound changes, it alters. So the wavetable is, I guess, designed to do that. But obviously the more otherworldly point of that is that it can make even more weird and wonderful sounds, which, you know, definitely appeals to me. Now, I think my love of the Microwave XT starts... and it's converse with me seeing a Wavestation. Now, Gaz Williams is in the chat. Hello, Gaz. I can't see the chat because I've got a big fat cat on my desk, as you can no doubt see. But you're not putting me off. No, you're not. We, at our sixth form... Now, when did we were definitely... Did we... I'm trying... I think it was 92, which meant that actually 1992, 93, oh, where was I in life? I can't remember. I think it was in the flat where we were living together that Dale brought, no, that was a W30. I'm going to say Paul Sturman. It wasn't, because I think I'd already moved to South Wales in '92, so I think it couldn't have been. It couldn't have been. Mind you, maybe no, because it was 1990. Oh no, so many years. And again, this is me. My notepad and pen is here, and my apology is I was supposed to be writing my notes in there, so I could do that. This episode is going to be a little bit of a sort of a look, much like we did with the JV1080, a little play. And just get a few sounds out of it and see where it sort of fits in a world today. And we'll come back to it like we will with the JV1080. We'll have a little bit of a deeper dive when I've had time to play with it in a meaningful way. You pick your right. It was Paul Sturman. It absolutely was. It was Paul Sturman once again in Ray's Underground Music in Wrexham. I remember him doing it. I remember him going, look at this, and he hit a key, and it was like, what is that? And it was Ski Jam, and it was like, wow, that's great. I've sort of heard that before, though. Didn't the D50 do something called Pipe Dreams? Is that the preset which had a rhythmic kind of sort of pace? But then you played that up, it went faster, and you played it down, it went slow because it was sample based. But he said, yeah, and that does that, and it's like, okay, but what about this? And it maintained the pitch, and it's like, okay, so this sort of sequenced it sequenced a sequence. It was playing a sequence in time all the way across without changing, changing pitch but without changing tempo, and that was like, wow, this is cool. But more than that aspect of it, which he was like pumped about, I was like, whoa, this sounds amazing. It's so rich in texture. And I think that was it. I didn't get to own a Wavestation for a very long time. And when I did finally get to own one, I kind of got over it. And I think that's kind of a little bit, it's a bit annoying really, because like, well, I got so excited in the early 90s about this amazing... Yeah, it must have been the early 90s. I think it was 91, wasn't it? Oh, someone's going to have to tell me that there's Wavestation AD, Wavestation EX, and Wavestation SR, which is the final version, which is what I've got, which has the most presets in it. But I think there's that area of time, and I think a lot of it sort of doubles. I think the EX doubles on the Wavestation, the keyboard, but it was definitely the Wavestation I saw. I think it's 1990. It was after the M1, and I think the T1 as well, which was the next keyboard on from that. And I think around the same time as the O1W, which would place it 89, 90, I guess. Right. Here we go. So the whole point of me saying all this is that then later on, cut to 2000, 10 years later, I'm working in sound control, and I see that beauty, and it's the one I fell in love with, is the one I own. And I'd come back to it, and I'd sold quite a few of them off the back of this one, and that did a few bits and bobs, but it was more subtle, I think. And I think 10 years later, that kind of... How did you... I thought I turned the volumes down of everything off. You've muted everything. So... I thought cats weren't supposed to push things off. Wavestation AD was my choice for a Wavestation because it's the bestest. It is the bestest, and it would be the one. It would given it, but I couldn't turn that down. Anyway, So what I thought we'd do tonight was, obviously I'd set this up last night, and then I realised that all the angles, the cameras, the lighting was wrong. So I was faffing to get things to look good for you, and not having the time to sit to do the things I wanted to do. But that's kind of it. So we'll get some good sounds out of it. We'll add the sort of we'll add the analog synth, which is the smallest. You are clearly in the way now. The smallest analog tabletop synth I've got, which I could fit on there. Which actually, to my, I think I remember seeing something that it is based on SH-101, but then given steroids, on steroids. So that, for me, did exactly what I would have done when I was making sort of dancey music in the 90s. I gave it that kind of wobble. is a thing. Oh, where's my top 10 camera? Right. So, Jackson, you're going to have to move, and I will throw you out. Can you move, Jackson? He's being. Look at that. He's not moved at all. Hey. You're going to go out. You want to go out? You're going to get off the table. See, when the modular's on the table, he doesn't want to get on because it's too lumpy. Right. Oh, you just that's what I'm working with. You big fatty. Right. Oh, right. Right. I'm going to do something that means he can't. Oh, do you want to get out now? Now he's right. Do you actually want to go out? Or you just... Yeah? I'm going to be locking him out. Right. Let's do this. So, this is... Right. Sorry, I'm covered in cat hair now. This is what you get when you buy one of these things. And this, I think, to some degree, this put the fear of God. And I think, going back to Paul, he showed me this when I looked at it, and I'm pretty sure, or maybe he didn't. But you've got the performance notes, which, welcome to the Korg Wavestation SR. These performance notes are designed to make it easy for you to get familiar with the SR. Factory sounds. 550. Aftertouch. Mod wheel. Vertical banking. Isn't that something you can do to earn money with crypto? Performance and Sound Source Limited. But this is written by, what's the guy's name? Dan Phillips. And he's still got a lot of resources on his website. So actually, I'll make sure that that's in there somewhere as well. Let's go. This is the, yeah. So Pseudo, this is the only Korg I've got. I had a Triton, one of them. Sold it to Ronnie Size. There you go. It was good. I enjoyed it. So, so this is your bits and bobs, which is like, okay. So if I'm building a patch, this is the book that I need. So, Spectumize, Fuzzy Popclav, ZZ Lead, ZZ Top. Remember them? Harpsyland. So that's got a list of the presets and stuff. There's a performance list, even better than that. So actually, we can actually find Ski Jam, which is... Oh, not on it. Yes, it is. Rhythmic Sequence. RAM 1. I don't think it is. I think I've got a different RAM bank here. That should be Ski Jam. It's not, though, is it? It's vocal. I think these are ROM. Oh, well. I think they're replicated with ROMs, but that's it's a nice thing. Look, there you go. Look at that. It gives you an idea of performance level. So, this kind of like flow chart. Who doesn't love a flow chart? So Neil Wharton, Dan Phillips is the man. He still works there on the new stuff like the Wave State. Ah, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Thanks, Neil. The Triton rack. Yeah, it's a good thing. So, the laminated patch list. Yeah. So you've also got the player's guide, right, okay, which is, I guess, the manual. Look at this. Now, I think when we do revisit this and the JV1080, we will be using a computer program to dive in, because this is not very, as you can see, we've still got this white strip here is my studio light here, and it's difficult to try. No, just knock the top down to try and get, because it's curved. So no matter what I did, it was just frustrating. So yeah, so you've got there we go. Here's a great page to sort of zoom in on. Is the Wave Sequence Tour, an introduction to wave sequencing. Wave sequencing is the Wavestation's family's principal innovation. It is the root of many of the SR sounds, from flowing, delicate pads to feedback guitars. I'm not interested in feedback guitars, but flow, delicate pads, definitely could get with that. It's very powerful. I think is it 2 meg? And different approach to synthesis. But that's what I was saying at the beginning with regards to the Wavestation and the PPG Wave as well. But I think they are different. certainly. Yeah, it's definitely got. There's not really another synth like it. I mean, I at one point probably will put them head to head. I'll put the Microwave XT versus, but I don't think they do the same thing. And there's vector aspect to this as well, which you don't get with that. And I don't think that's the vector joystick, but I don't know. It's difficult. I want to be able to manipulate the sounds. Anyway, that's another thing. So anyway, let's just. You've got, here we go, 4 wave sequences in one. So wave A goes through all these different, and you can see there's different amplitudes there as well. Wave B does that and slightly different, although some of them look the same. That's Jackson, isn't it? Isn't that Jackson? And there you go. So it's all very well and good. Wave sequencing. So it's a fascinating concept. Somebody sat there and went, yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. Wouldn't that be great if we could do it? And then, you know, lots of that 90s. Is it on Revolutions? Do we talk about that again? It sounds like it could be on Revolutions, but I don't know if it is. I think it might just be sampled. Anyway, loads of effects. And, you know, the beauty of it is that it's, you know, it's hitting. Here we go. The manuals are getting thicker by the minute. So that's the reference guide. And this is Advanced Vector Synthesis Wave Sequencing. So, yes, it is advanced synth. So, obviously, this is the same team that gave us the SY22, SY35, and the Prophet VS. So, you know, this is exciting. It's got a route back to sequential, which I'm a big... You know, my first big synth was a Prophet 600. Then owned a 6-track, and I've still got. It's in repair. Maybe I'll talk to Kent. Is he still in there? Kent, fix my 6-track. And a Pro 1, which needs a new keyboard. That's in my cupboard. So let's not look at that manual because that's ruddy scary. But what we'll do on the return, we'll do the return of the Rompler, i.e. the JV1080, and the return of the SR. I guess we just need to hear it, right? So let's go back to where we were. Another mic. Oh, half Biscuit asks, what is the Elysis thing? Right, okay. This is something you would see in everyone's rack, and I think it was used into the noughties as well. It's basically a drum rack. So for exactly this purpose, so I can do this. Let's go. Oh, well, that's what Jackson did. How did he write that? Oh no, maybe he didn't. I converted an acoustic kit into a mesh kit. Works a treat. Yeah, there you go. Oh. So it's just got loads of those kind of straight sounds. You can get a Jackson banger. Yeah, absolutely. MIDI channel 1 in a box. MIDI channel 10. Yes, Uncle Krim, it is that. So it's just drum sounds. And again, these are things that have just stayed in my rack behind me. Now I've got 2 other synths in there. Well, they're not synth. Well, one's a synth, but one's a sampler. But the other one there's a synth is actually a sampler too. I've got a Casio FZ10M and the S5000. I don't think the Akai is going to fit in there, but I might make a new tabletop because I need a bit more. I need a bit more depth to put the iPad on. So it's just little improvements as we go. But they don't get played, these synths, and it's a criminal shame. So I thought would be great for this purpose is to have you can't just play this on its own. It has to be played in context, and I think that kind of 90s kind of pad bassline drums sort of, you know, with someone singing on it, I guess. That kind of concept is just really cool. And it makes a lot of sense when you've got it all. The Elysis is a bit loud. It's a lot loud. The sequence that I've got, let me just see if I can... I don't know where anything is. Oh, it's over there. Right. Kent's in the pub, is he? Oh, I did see him earlier on. He did pop in, didn't he, to say hi? Which is nice. Let's just try and turn that down a little bit. So I'll start this again. Yeah, it's peaking. Where are we? Oh, what has he done to the ROM sounds? There we go. That bass line's been Jackson, doesn't it? It's got that doesn't make sense. Swine. God damn his eyes, his furry biscuits. Anyway, part of a band. He is part of the band, absolutely. Yes. So Wagyu production. Okay. Right. So 90s rack synths could be a hardware jam challenge. Yes, it could. Do that this weekend, and I'll just keep this out. And I'll get it. I'll create a banger. It's sweet, yeah, absolutely. The Wookiee, definitely. I've got it up there. Right. Okay. So I'm going to just have another mouthful of tea, and we'll get back into it. So I don't know if I can zoom in so you can see the. Is that better? Oh, hello. Oh, it's just a bit soft, isn't it? Soft and silky. So here we go. All right. Okay, so let's... Now, I've got the... let's just mute everything else other than what I want. Let's just have a listen to some of the sounds that it does. And it is a bit annoying that I just need... Oh, Jackson pressed hold. Of course he did. I went looking for blue tack of all... Oh, I've got some here. But it's not going to work, is it? I need something harder. But I don't need it as big as this. What have I got? A pencil. Something to lift up the... You know, you just go in your studio and you play things, don't you? And you enjoy yourself playing that. When you're making videos, you have to really kind of... Yes! Yes! Finally, I have a little squeaky... There we go. Right. So, let's get comfy and let's listen to some of the sounds. Now, let's get that patch... Patch bass. Blah, blah. Right, I'll take my glasses off because I can't see anything. What have we got? Have we been on an hour? No, surely not. No, we haven't. Right, so category here. Oops, hello. I'm doing a Jackson. Category here, and it tells you where to find them. That's quite nicely laid out. So, rhythmic wave sequencing. So let's go to category 0. I guess page. Yeah. No, performance list. That's right. Bank. Yeah, there you go. Right. So if I go back to, you know, as annoying as it is to play something with a screen this large and no knobs, actually, it is quite easy to navigate with the tiny little buttons it's got. So, what have we got? I don't believe that. Okay, let's get it going. Right. Okay. So, whoa. Oh. This one's for Gaz if he's still there. It's not doing anything. So that's a lie, isn't it? How is that a rhythmic wave sequence? It's good slap bass though. Not that you'd want to do that much, but there's that. It is definitely playing, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, there we go. Oh, I'm 2 octaves below. I know it sounds a bit weird. Oh, I kind of liked it low, actually. It does. Oh, this is just changing the... What is that? Is that part of it? Wow, it just does that naturally, even without a... Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, okay. It's a bit cheesy, though, isn't it? So, yeah, the Wavestation, right, it's got a scratch on it. I don't know if Brasso would do it. It does definitely need... No, it's a scratch, all right, for sure. And I don't, because it's been in the rack, neglected. How dare I? How very dare I? Oh, let's put it back up. You can't see it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm going to make a new one of these, and I'm going to put an angle on it. An angle on the dangle. Because it's... Oh, my goodness. Right, I've made that dirty now. So, as you can hear... It doesn't really... I mean, yeah, okay, so you can laugh at the sort of, like, the chiffiness of it. And it is chiffy, isn't it? But it definitely sounds of its time. It doesn't sound like anything else. But when you take it lower down... For me, that's it. That's a missing ingredient to ambient music. Yeah, I will, Uncle Chrome. I'll try and polish that. I mean, it's gonna get some use now, I think. So Sam's just said we're gonna get a copyright strike from the Hartnell brothers. So Orbital, yeah, it is, isn't it? Hey, right. So that's that wasn't one of the rhythmic ones. That's a vector wave sequencing. But again, because I can't actually. I don't think, because it just, what the hell? How do you turn that into a... Surely you wouldn't put that there, right, with a little thumb indent, if it wasn't... All right, okay, I will read the manual. But if it wasn't, if you weren't able to do that with it, it just seems really remiss of someone making a single, I know, it's a single U rack vector... Hang on. Oh, my goodness. Threw it away too soon. An advanced... vector synthesis wave sequencer and not have the vector aspect of it. It just, why would you put vector? You know, I just need to manipulate this. I want that to work, you know? It's a bit Depeche Mode, isn't it? Oh, see? Anyway, you know, the last kind of... Anyway, whatever. Just... Why is it... Oh, hello. Right, compare. Right. Are we... What? No, escape. Where's the exit button? Exit. Right. No! Exit! Why am I in edit? Oh, it's because I've pressed edit. Right. Right. No, we're back to it now. So, right. Okay. This is bell layer. Let's go back to doing what we were trying to do, which is changing banks and seeing the sort of more rhythmic aspect of it, right? Vocal Highlands, really? Okay, so is that all cool? That's quite subtle, but there is some movement in there. Oh, of course, yeah. Bit of aftertouch. Right. He's outside the door asking to come in. I'm not letting him in. The cat is out of the room. Sunday night, mate. Come back Sunday. You can do whatever you want. I'll give you a synth of your own. What about the micro freak? Right, what were we doing? Right. I think the thing I'm finding with this is that it's making me want to play. Like the JV1080, when I got it out, it's like I suppose I'm so used to analog and modular now that the joy of playing is one of those things that you kind of, you almost forget. Well, you don't. Maybe you don't forget. Maybe you don't. Some of you don't. But you know, you kind of. Oh, hello. What flipping notes am I using there? I quite like that. What was that? No. It was F. Followed by what the DNA. It's pretty, isn't it? Slightly sinister, but and you're not running out of notes. The polyphony's there. You might not have the biggest sample library, you know, certainly in RAM terms, it's tiny, but it's good, isn't it? And then you can build it up from there. Let's go. So, oh, hello. Oh, I keep pressing the thing. Oh, it's not. Oh. Weird drum and bass, guys. It's a bit faster. Oh, we'll go to sod it in for a penny. Don't like that. I don't like that. Rap set. Oh, hello. What have we done there? Oh no, it's. Old kit. This thing, I think the power supply was making a weird noise last night. I think it's just buggered. But anyway, you can see what I'm doing. You can't see what I'm doing because I've zoomed in. But basically, the DM5 is a bit. It's just stuck now. Can I turn it off and on again? Yeah. But yeah, you're getting an idea of the sort of things that the Wavestation, cat hair still, the Wavestations is capable of doing, and it's very much of a time, and very much of that kind of era where we've got an exciting digital expanse and sample sounds that are more realistic are coming out, but there are a few gems in there where synthesis lives, and I think this is the Wavestation for me. Is yes, it's got a lot of bread and butter sounds, and they actually didn't. I think they omitted piano and drums on the original Wavestation, and not rightly so, but because people were like, "Well, I want a piano, Well, the M1's got a piano. Don't know why I did it in a Geordie accent, but you know, that's why I did it. So they threw them in the later versions. I think the EX had that, and then since the last version, which is the Wavestation SR, had those sounds in as well. So, so yes, I think a lot of really cool options with this, and that is just a nice, beautiful little. I'm gonna leave that where it is, and we're gonna go up here. Just horrible. But oh, it's determined to go to 11. It keeps famous. Oh, we've moved it now. Anyway, so let's get back to the on track. So let's go through a couple more presets. Leaving the pod. So that's ROM 8. Right, Cinemax 90. Is that going to give us a bit of just lush, isn't it? Oh, my team are just making sure that I know the time and I'm not taking enough onboard fluids. Oh. Tea. Remember to have some tea before you don't. I think it's one of those synths. I've got real tea in my mouth. Always having. So the Action Jackson play fader. This is, yeah, it's not Action Jackson, but it is like Action. It's Action Man. Here he is, my Action Man. Oh, hello. He's playing. Yeah, and he's got his little dog tag, and he's ready to go into action. But yeah, this is he's the pilot. Dina Perlman spotted him on when I was on the weekend when I was on Pro Synth Network, and she said, "I like your Ken doll." It's not a Ken doll. He's in the army. I wouldn't mind at all either way, but there we go. So hey, anyway, let's. Just good use of sounds. What tiny samples they are. Great use of effects. And again, it just makes you want to play music, right? Which, as we all know, what's it about, guys? It's about music, isn't it? Dilip fun by it ain't half hot, mum. Ooh, lovely boy, ooh, lovely boy. Imagine being related to Windsor Davis. Lovely man, lovely boy, lovely boy. Anyway, Jackson, it's tough. You're out. You've no. Not happy with that one. Sorry to whomever wrote that in the time, probably was really proud of that sound. You know, they sound designers like. Hang on a minute. Jar. Isn't that flipping off Revolutions? No, I'm thinking of there is something. There is something that reminds me of like a. It is Revolutions. Yeah, I thought it was Revolutions. Thank you, Robert. That, yeah, anyway, I was listening to. I can listen to it again later. just I'm falling in love with it in a way that I never did in the first. I thought it was a bit too dry, a bit too clean, a bit too clinical. But that's what I like about it now. Isn't that weird? You go back to an album which, you know, all the rich warmth of all those 70s electronic albums and even into the 80s and some of that stuff as well. But that is just, you know. It's easy. Peter says it's easy to forget playing music with all that gear. It is, and that's what I will always say this in every single one. The best synthesizer there is in the whole world is the one you own, and that's because you own it. The best and then you just need to learn to learn its limitations, push that, and we don't. We go, I want this sound. I'll go and buy a TB303. I tried that, hated it, sold it. I much prefer trying to replicate a TB303 with like an SH1 or 101 or those kind of sounds. So actually me trying to get, what was I using last week? With a distortion, I was using the MFB03, which is closer probably in makeup to a Mini Moog, but I managed to get some really nice sort of TB303 kind of acidy bass line. So it's like, you know, it's what you do with the sounds, and that's the fun of it, right? So play with what you've got, push what you've got to its limits. And then push it more. And don't start pushing it until you've broken it. Not literally broken it, but you know. That's not something that excites me. But we are now on Deep Atmosphere. Roll in next generation sound effects. Energize. Number 1. Data. Yeah, SH101 through a bass overdrive pedal, absolutely. I've got one of those kicking around somewhere. Or even any overdrive pedal, really. Oh yeah, hit the like button, please guys. 25. It's the lower you go down, the resolution of the sample is breaking up. For me, I think that's what I like about this, and that's why I like the low end, low register. And single notes. Yeah, D50 Wagyu, absolutely. One of those synths that is really needs a bit of a... And for me, the closest thing I've got to that is the JB1080, which obviously has its DNA in it. Of course it does. Right, that's doing it for me. It's tickling my ambient underbelly. I can't see what's going on. I've just realised that I'm... Well, there's not really much to look at, is there, really? Let's be honest. It's like... Look at that. Oh, that one. It's just a... It's... What colour would you like it? Black. Can we have some black buttons on it? Yeah, put some black buttons on it. And what about some black light? You can't do black light. I want a synth. A black synth with black buttons that light up black when you press them. Anyway, so let's go to the final... Oh, what is it? We're going to loop around now. I wonder if I seem to remember at some point being on Dan's website and downloading presets. I think I've gone over Ski Jam purposely. Sample it. Yeah. I'm a disaster area. Well, that's too low, but... I'm not gonna have any more of that. But I've brought some squash as well, which is apple squash. I am trying to find something that doesn't have nasty additives. I think I'm gonna spend some time researching that kind of thing. Oh, that's good. Bit of council pot with sugar in. No wrong with that. So. Right, where are we? Oh, back to there. That we love that. I think that leaving the. What is that? I think left field. I think that's left field, isn't it? Oh, I have to go back and listen to all these albums. It's amazing. You go through this and you kind of think, geez, that's that. Oh, it's that one again. The Sting Waves. Every wave you. That's just not what I want. So for every one of those lush, evolving pad sounds that really just hits a certain stratospheric kind of level, you get a nasty clangy sound. A clanger. Another clanger. '80s, '90s, noughties. It's the arpeggiator of choice for most of your corporate videos. Yeah, it's just. It's there, isn't it? Unfortunately. I mean, I'm not Rick Wakeman. I don't want to be. But they always had these kind of sounds. Yeah, we'll put a mini Moog sound in there. But I mean, it is. Black Desio owned the shit. The black buttons, I know he did, yeah. So Steve's just telling me he's spotted my reference to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Which is, I've changed the thing, that's what it is. This is what I actually ended up. These are the it's vector wave sequencing. Let's go back to rhythmic waves. Let's go back. Oh, is it? Yeah, 0. What? Oh, RAM. No, what am I? I'm doing it wrong. Talking about corporate videos. Need a bed or a holiday cottage? We've got you covered. Yes. www. Yeah, that's awful. But if you ever needed to make a sort of a joke kind of advert, I mean that, you know, corporate video, that's the one, isn't it? And that's called Mizik Spit. So, oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. I want to do the bank. There it is. This is the one I remember. It's not Ski Jacks. It's the Wave song. But I mean, that's what excited me at, I don't know, 17 or whatever, 18. It doesn't excite me now. God damn it. Oh, Prophet VS. What's it doing? What's it doing? Is there something in there? Why is it doing that? It's just the mere... But again, even if... Oh, I suppose it's... Oh, what's that? So the vector wave synth stuff is the stuff that's making me excited with the Wavestation SR. I don't know how this compares to... I'm going to stop fiddling because I'm just playing synths at you, which is a good thing. And I know you're here partly for that. Someone just said my best Matt Berry impression. Matt Berry, yes. It's the vector wave synthesis that excites me now, and I can see myself not reinventing the wheel and going back and recording the sort of music that the introduction to this was very much something I would have done back in the early 92, 93. Definitely that kind of stuff. But I wouldn't be making that now, and certainly wouldn't be interested in making that. But I can see myself using the Wavestation SR. We talked last week about minimizing. No, actually, it was on the process about minimizing the amount of gear you use and sticking to a set of instruments to make something. And I think I'm doing that. And I think over the streams that I've done, I have realized the kit that I've got and maybe something I want to do in next year, New Year's resolution. And I did this last year and failed. I think I did one, 2022. I started the year and said I'm going to do a track every month. And by the end of the year, I'm going to have 12 tracks and I'll do an album. Just put it on one of the, what's it called? Oh, my brain's still not, I'm better, but I'm still not 100%. And release it, Bandcamp, come on. And do that. But I think I'm in a stronger position to do that now. And I think getting the kit together, getting an idea of what I want to do, and being a strong lover of prog rock and concept albums being a strong, influence on prog rock music, I think I'd do a concept album. I kind of think I have the idea of the concept. I think I had it a little while ago when we did the Digitone. But I digress. But again, it's all about it's loving what you do because something has triggered something in you. And I think this gear that we all own sometimes, and I think Hardware Jams did this a few weeks back, take the bit of gear you haven't used and make a tune with it and play with it. And I think that's something that I've been doing with my gear because I've got a lot of little boxes and everything's got a weird way of working, whether it's a tiny stupid screen and a fat manual, or whether it's how do I do this? How do I change that? Why is that not working? Weird sort of way of working, user interface, sorry. Really are struggling to use words. Thank you for your patience. So that's kind of Robert Dusk. Do you know Vector Synth by Beetle Crab? No, I don't, but I will go and look for it. Have I missed any questions? Chat, I can see Steve is typing something, but I think we will leave it there with a sort of a little. I've got a prepared jam. Hopefully Jackson hasn't ruined it. I can't remember what presets I use now, but oh really? That doesn't look like it's. That looks like Jackson's ruined it, doesn't it? Whatever he's done there. Is it? Yeah, that looks more like it. So 2. Mr. Wiggly did some videos with the Vector Synth. Ooh, nice. Well, I'll go and check that out then. It'd be good to see. Good to see. Yeah, those videos again. So up to date with questions. That's good. I've not missed anything. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I do occasionally do that. Focused in what I was doing, and I was really enjoying messing around with the Wavestation. But like I said, it's playing with the gear you own and finding out what it was about that gear that drew you to it in the first instance, and maybe taking yourself in a different direction, which is what I've done tonight. And I think I'm going to figure out if this stupid little flipping joystick thing here can change the 4 voices in the to create that vector synthesis, or if it just Oh, no, it just changes things. Yeah. So sorry, I thought I just have one more go, give it one more chance to do that. So yeah. So thank you again for your company. Any last questions on this ridiculous synth? Let's have a look. Use a JDXI. Nice. Oh, the Wookiee. Yeah, I think that's good to have that much material. I haven't purposely written something for nearly 2 years now, so it's definitely time. Anyway, thank you again for your. I'll bring my premiere forward to 9:30. I think. Oh, so we got a premiere, have we, Gaz? Brilliant. Well, that's good. So put a link in. Can I do that? Can I? Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, Steve's got that there. Oh, also, if you're interested in a very low-cost Wavestation, the Korg plugin is only $49. I don't know what that translates to in pounds, but probably about 30 quid. There's a link in the video. It's got to be worth 30 quid, isn't it? Crikey. Go give it a go. I mean, the interface is a lot more friendly. So, yeah. So, I'm going to go, well, okay, Gaz, we will do 9:30 at yours. I'll do 5 minutes on the playout. Thank you again for your company. Don't forget to like this video because it helps the algorithm pick me up. More people are coming in as we see, which is a very, very nice thing to see. So a very warm welcome to our new members of our growing family of Jervites. So welcome to GetJervis. And thank you to all of the lovely lurking gherkins in the background there. And to all of you watching the video afterwards, thank you. If you've got this far, thank you very much. It means a lot to me. So, please like on the way out. Yeah, Cressy, absolutely, thank you. Right, like button. Let's get this party started. Now, I did create something with... Let's just get the bass sounding right. Oh, hello. What's that? Okay, right, if you say so. How did I... Oh, I modulated it, didn't I? It's out of tune, isn't it? Well, that's quite nice, though. Well, that can't be the sound, though. I don't know what this is going to play. Weird. Okay, so... Oh, we're up. Definitely wasn't that. Horrible. This is not a nice sound for it, though, is it? Though. Yeah, Gaz's link. Can somebody paste Gaz's link in the chat and I'll pin it. Let's go leaving the pod. Gaz links is in the. Where is it? Can't see it, and we're on. Do it again. There we go. Oh, just... No, it's. I had this problem the other day where my iPad screens. I can't pin it. All right, when it's stopped, I'll pin it. Low, isn't it? This is horrible. Sorry, guys. 6 minutes. That's easy. We'll be done by then. Thanks, guys. Love you all. Be well. Be good to yourselves and each other. Happy birthday, Inky. Yes, absolutely. I hope she's raving in heaven.